Hey guys, so it is Tuesday the 25th of November and it's 9:30 in the morning and I'm sitting up in Canillon du Albreda and in a municipal site, which is just a parking area. I have showers and toilets and electricity, whatever. And the funny thing is that I was here before. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of the story of how I ended up here and why I'm here. So on Friday, last Friday, the 21st, I drove across from where I was. I was over and I'm reading the names of these places, so I'm looking down, bear with me. Drove from Playa du Mazana, or whatever, in Murcia. I drove 4 hours across from there to Torax, T-O-R-X, beside Ner, Nerja, beside Nerja. And I did that because it started getting really cold over there. There was a wind coming in, sort of a howling wind coming in, and I said, enough. So I drove over to down beside Malaga. And Nera is a beautiful town, and I will show you bits of it in a minute. And I wild camped there, or free camped, whatever you want to describe it, for the last few days. And I had some really nice walks. And so it was sort of funny. I did a coastal walk on the Saturday, the 22nd. The day I drove over to Friday, I didn't do anything. On the 23rd, I sort of hung out on the beach. But incredibly, Lawrence, the guy I played tennis with Simon, over on the other coast, wasn't I sitting there outside my camper van, and next minute he arrived up on his bike, his push bike. He was out for a spin. He was staying in the campsite somewhere locally. It just shows how small it is, even though it's enormous and small. I've bumped into a few people like that for second time and a third time. Really, really funny. So he came over. But anyway, I hung out at the beach on the 23rd. 24th, I went in and spent the day in around Nerja, had a look around it, and I'll show you some of that in a few minutes. And on the 25th, I played tennis with Lawrence, and that was very nice. I'm playing with him again tomorrow. That's the plan. And I bumped into an Irish woman called Marie, and from Donegal. So I met her yesterday afternoon, and well, she sort of knows Nerja well. Took me around Nerja, and and we had dinner in pizza, pizza and a few glasses of wine in a little Italian restaurant called Little Italy. Absolutely incredible and the best value I've ever had in Spain. Really lovely food and really, really inexpensive. Two pizzas. I had a prawn pizza with lovely big prawns and spicy prawn pizza, and she had a vegetarian pizza, and two glasses of red wine. Cost us the princely sum of €16. Two pizzas, two glasses of wine, €16. And so if I go back down to New York, which I will tomorrow, I will definitely go and eat there again. But the reason I'm up here is because I ran out of power. So I've been wild camping and running on the solar panels, but I really haven't had enough sun. And the fridge gobbles up a lot of power, so I was running out of power. And in fact, this morning when I woke up, I had no power. There was nothing going to the fridge. The batteries were empty. And so I did a quick scan and where can I find somewhere where there's some walks and where there's somewhere I can plug in and get some power. And I found this place. And it's only when I arrived here, it's about a 45-minute drive from Nerja. It's only when I arrived here I realised I've been here before. It's so funny. And so I parked up, I've plugged in, and everything is charging away. So all is good. And I'm going to do some hikes. I'm going to do a hike today if I can, get out and get one decent hike. And then tomorrow, go back down to Nerja. So I'll be doing a separate video. If I do a hike today, I'll do a separate video on it.
well, I can't really call this a hike, so it's a walk. It's probably going to be about 15k, so out and back walk. So a couple of observations. I'm walking along here on this seafront. The walk up from where I parked was on a little path beside the road along the beach as I walked, and then up onto this seafront. And it's interesting. It's a few things. First thing is there's no seaweed. So if you look out there, you don't see any seaweed, there isn't any. Which is really silly. The second thing is the tide. There's no real tide. It may look like a tide when you look at that, but in fact there's no real tide. I think the high tide, the low tide, the difference is about 10 or 20 centimetres in height. So it's nothing. There's virtually no tide. It comes in about 2 metres on the beach, or it goes out 2 metres, or in the metre and out a metre. Another observation, this area, obviously I'm on the Costa del Sol, and you can see that I read once that tourism represents 20% or something of the GDP of Spain. I don't know if that's true or not. I need to actually fact check that. But you can see it as you go along the coast here, and all the towns. The whole south of Spain is just one big tourism destination. I commented before on the thousands upon thousands of camper vans, but there are tens and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of apartments, and all closed up, so all tourist driven. And it's quite different to tourism at home. This is a mega industry down here. Not that our tourism at home isn't big, but this is a completely different type of tourism. They come here for the beach. That's really it. They come here for the sea, the sun, the sea, the sand, the sangria, the sex. But that's what they come for. And the whole coastline, you can drive for miles and miles and miles, and it's just apartment block after apartment block, and restaurant after restaurant. Oh, it's lovely. I'm not saying that I don't like it, or I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, because they've done a really good job. You can see the paving here, the promenades and the restaurants. It's all lovely in many ways, but it's enormous. That's not suppose what I'm saying. It really sort of strikes you. I've been walking now for kilometres on this promenade. It just keeps going for miles and miles. Another quick observation. See all around me here. Can you see all the Christmas decorations? They've got the whole place set up for Christmas, and that's really strange to have the sun shining, a blue sky, the sun shining, lovely and warm, and see Christmas decorations up. The little thing here where I was a couple of days ago is they say that there are 300 windy days on that coast, and the breeze is quite cool. Here the little breeze was warm, and it's much warmer here. It's just really, it's amazing the difference that just a few degrees makes. A few degrees, and you know, the sun's out and the wind's not cold, or it's not too windy. It's quite different. Well guys, I'm down in Nerja. You can see the Peso Balcón de Europa, and what a beautiful place it is. Hannah was the one who recommended that I come here, and it's lovely. So I've left that lovely spot. I was left by the beach, and I found a car parked not far from here. Easy walk into the beach, easy walk into the old town. And I may stay there overnight. I'm not sure what I'll do yet. I may go somewhere else. I may go back to the beach. Probably will actually. But I'm here for the day, so I'm just going to chill. I had a nice walk this morning. Did 14k, I think, just a flat walk. And you see it here out by the coast. and just to stretch the legs, get everything moving. And I had to swim afterwards on the beach, which was lovely. And then gave myself a bit of a scrub. There was a little tap there for washing your feet, so I used it with soap and I just scrub and give a body a scrub. But having a shower, having another shave. But I feel okay, I feel clean. So let's bum around here for the day. It's a lovely old town, and just chill, do something different for a change. Hey guys, so I'm here in Nerja. Back in again for a look around. I'm here in the projectile, I suppose, or promontory called the Balcón de Europa. That's just a viewing point. But so I'm meeting somebody here for a glass of wine, maybe a bite to eat. I think I'm going to go for a walk around. And had a game of tennis this morning with Lawrence, which was nice. He won the first set, I won the second one. And it was lovely. So it's 2:15 now, and you can listen to this. When you hear this, listen to this. Now that's what I call busking.
So that's sort of it. So all is good. The journey continues. The van continues. Bolero is doing this bit. I can't wait to get home. I got to be honest with you. Before something goes wrong, I want to get home and I want to sell it. I want to get home. I want to sell it and buy myself a decent van. So all is good. Talk to you soon.